What's going on, everybody? And we're going to talk about the Thunderbolts and essentially what we know about Act 3 and how this could go very, very south real quick. So without further ado, let's get right into it with the first scoop. So essentially, my buddy, oh, it's over here. I'm not used to doing on that side. My buddy, the Beyond Reporter, went on to say Thunderbolts' third act will take place in the Void. The Dark Avengers will fight their greatest fears. Now, we've known about this for a long time because Can We Get Some Toast has also said that, and I've also been told this multiple times, but obviously not report on this because if it's already reported, it's not my scoop. Anyways, so let's start off what happens. So essentially, the Void starts to go and it becomes a realm. So we know that the Void is the Sentry's alter ego, which is his bad side. And then also the Void is a realm in this film. Now, this realm is dark. It's obviously taking over. It's got shadows or whatnot. And it's like corrupting the entire city. And it's probably trying to take over the world is what I'm assuming because the Void wants to kill everything. It's nothing new. So each character has to step in, which we see in the trailer. Yelena seemingly goes first. She steps into the shadows. Now, my thing is this. I'm assuming that Yelena's greatest fear is going to be the loss of her sister. ScarJo also has a producing credit on here, if I remember correctly what they were saying. So it wouldn't be out of the possibilities that her cameo would happen and it would show her maybe hanging from a cliff, maybe falling. Maybe Yelena was like, I wish I could have been there. And, we could see Natasha die again. Maybe not off the cliff. We don't know exactly if she knows the whole story or whatnot. We just know that Clint told her what happened and, those kind of things. So I'm assuming it's that because because Yelena has also said in this film that she wants a purpose in life, that she doesn't know what to do anymore. And I'm assuming it's obviously the death of Natasha and also just like she doesn't know what she wants to be, if she wants to be a leader, who she wants to be. Next up, we're going to go over the other members. So first off, Ghost. Ghost, we have been told multiple times. Also, Daniel RPK said in a comment that essentially Bill Foster, the father figure that she has, it's been helping her with all of her ghosting and her phasing and all that in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and beforehand, he has cancer, and she's been doing missions and all these kind of things, essentially to get him a cure and to just get a lot of money to make it all go away in a sense. Now, obviously, I'm assuming maybe this is where we're going to get the cameo of Bill Foster, if she actually has a big part in this. If not, it'll probably just be a talk about where we'll see it from a different angle. Maybe it's him dying in front of her. Maybe it's her failing him. Maybe it's her not being able to hold him anymore because that's like her father or something along those lines. Next up, John Walker. We get a tease at the very beginning and essentially follow the hero. John just wants to be a hero. John wants to be doing the right thing. He was Captain America for a whole 2 minutes and he thought he was doing, he thought he was chosen. He thought he was the best. He loved what he did. He actually generally wants to do the good thing and the right thing. And obviously he took the super soldier serum and he just wanted to stand for something, to which then he realized that his government betrayed him and didn't really care about him. It just essentially used him. So I'm assuming that's his biggest fear. Maybe we're going to see his wife walking out on him where she leaves him with the baby, which is horrible, by the way, but maybe something along those lines. Bucky, let's go. We've learned it throughout multiple films. It's tragic. He's the Winter Soldier. He's killed people. He killed T'Challa's dad. He's just done horrible things. The Starks and so on and so forth. And obviously, he just wants that calmness in order to be himself again, to get rid of all of that agony and misery, because he even says he remembers all their faces. He remembers everything he's done. He probably just wants peace, to be honest with you. He's starting to get that, and then he's wrapped all back in this thing with Valentina. So there's that. And last but not least, Red Guardian. This came in the TV spot, and Yelena said, "Do you ever sleep?" And he said, "I sleep when I'm dead." Multiple times we've been teased that there are 2 deaths. One, I didn't put Taskmaster in here because Taskmaster clearly dies. You can see it when you see Ghost wearing her bow and arrow and also her sword in 2 different scenes. She also uses the bow and arrow. So there's that. As in for Red Guardian, we see the scene where Bob essentially pushes him out the window. So bow and arrow and sword out the window. I can assume that Red Guardian's going to be the push that Yelena needs to step up to be the leader that she needs to be the helpful person, because she feels like she's not good enough. And Alexei, I feel like, is going to give her that TED talk, and it's going to be like now I can do it, kind of like the Doctor Strange to America Chavez. I was going to say Savage. America Chavez in Multiverse of Madness. But without that any more to this, that's all I know so far. I do know they go into the void and all that stuff, but I don't actually know what their greatest fears are. This is just my assumption based on what we've gotten in the trailers, what we've gotten in the TV spots, and what we know from the past and the future of all things Marvel Cinematic Universe. As always, let me know what you guys thought. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think all their greatest fears are. Did you enjoy the trailer today? Because I sure did, and I'll catch y'all in in the next one.